What's up, everybody? Today we're going to go through the new map Lattice that's been introduced to ranked and the HCS rotation. I'm going to do a call out guide for you. I've got a couple of screenshots here. First one was found on Reddit, I do believe. It was shared in my Discord from a friend, so we're going to take a look at it real quick and run through the call outs. Over here on the green side, you got back green, you got crystal, green door, green stairs, then it comes up to top junction and cuts over to catwalk, and then top middle. Then you have tunnel beneath the top mid area. You have tanks where you can kind of camp underneath in the bottom. You have pipes, cuts, blue jump, blue door, blue window, blue stairs. Then we have the bridge where the B spawn is in the pit. Then you have dam, sniper, lake vista / play ball, which you don't really need this call out because it connects to the sniper bridge. Then you have tower, tower stairs, tower landing. We have small door, orange pipes, orange window, red stairs, back red in the yellow. Then you have submarine ramp right here, which is where the C spawn is, okay, for strongholds. Then you have big door, sneaky, Eli ledge, big rock, submarine, ice gate, small rock, ice jump. Then you have donut hole or donut. The hole will drop you down to the bottom middle. Then you have mid, cat jump. You have iced stairs, tarp, and cargo boxes. Now let's take a look at the game coach version of this. It's a little bit different. They added green elbow where the green is, back green's over here. That's what a little bit of a difference. Then they called this pit where the B spawn is, where my cursor is. That would be your B spawn. Then they added courtyard, which I think is very appropriate. And then I think beneath orange windows should be like red streets, because there's like a little bit of a, not too much of a hallway here, but it's a little bit where you probably should know something there, like to call out, right? It's not labeled, and we're gonna go through that here in just a moment. Then they added platform right here instead of they didn't really have a call out on the other one. And then over here they have red walkway, basically where all of back red was on that first screenshot, and I think that's pretty much all that's changed, other than maybe adding screens here. I do believe that's pretty much it. But let's take a quick look over here on the actual map. I'm in the green area. We have the crystals call out. You have green door. I think instead of calling this elbow, I think barrels is a great call out. I'm going to be using that one most likely. Then you come over here to green stairs. I would like to, instead of call this T-junction, I'd call this top green, because it's basically connect you to green. You take a right into blue. This would be top blue. You got bottom blue. You got back blue, blue stairs. Then you have blue window. And then here you have sniper. And beneath this you have the bridge. And here they had it as labeled as pit on the game coach version. I think that would be perfect for the B call out for strongholds, where it spawns in the pit. Back here is where you can kind of play the ball off, but there's no need to really call. They're gonna, obviously you're gonna know where they're gonna play it, so there's no need to have that as a call out like on the first guide. And then you have top tower where the carbine spawns. Beneath it is obviously bottom tower. Over here where these cargo boxes are, this is your courtyard. And then we go back up top. One of the call out guides has landing, so this would be your landing. You got pipes, which you could say red pipes, but pipes is pretty much the only spot in here. You have some pipes over here, but we're going to call that pillars instead when we come back through. Then you have red stairs. You have bottom red. This would be back red. Over here is the screens right here. You can see you have your big door. And then we come back through. Actually, before we do that, you have your sneaky in the top window. This was called submarine ramp. We're just going to call this C, because this is where C spawns strongholds. But if you come back up the ramp and come take a left around the corner here, this is where I would like to call long haul. I think it's appropriate for the call out. You have a battle rifle that spawns here, and then this connects you to the Eli jump where I'm currently at. And then you drop off, and you can call this whole area really lake. But to get more specific, you have your big rock. You have submarine / cock is what I've heard, because the aerial view makes it look like a dig. But you call it what you want. Sub is fine, a fine call out. Then you have back ice or ice gate. This is small rock. You have your plat jump where I was shooting there. You have ledge where I'm currently at. And then you wrap up here. This is where the A spawn is, where these cargo boxes are. Instead of calling it, cargo boxes, I'll just say A. This pretty much generalizes the whole area. If you want to get more specific, you can say on the tarp right here where the blue tarp is. But you come back here, I think this one should, instead of donut hole, I think turbine or silo would be the best call out. Then you can just say they're dropping down bottom middle. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? And then you jump up top, you have top middle right here. This right top middle is like basically from this little podium over here, and then you cut back over. This is catwalk. catwalk, and then you have your pillars, which you can hide in these little crannies. And if you drop down, you have bottom cat right here. This would be cuts where I'm standing. This leads you into blue, right? And then so like you have bottom blue and you have green, and that's pretty much it, right? So I think that's going to wrap up this call out guide right now. I think I pretty much covered the whole map as quickly as I possibly could. Let me know what you think about some of these callouts in the comments below. I will have links to gamecoach.gg in the description. You can also check out Postally if I find the link for the other screenshot if you would like to have that one as well. But gamecoach.gg is going to be your go-to for most of these newer maps. You can use also tacmaps.gg, which is a Halo Rec League app that you can just put it in your browser and type in and find. And I'm not sure if they have theirs updated yet, but gamecoach.gg is usually on top of it. So that'll wrap this video up. Appreciate everybody stopping by once again. I'll see you in the next one.